Hello guys, it's me again, and since I first made my video on Spark Notes and stuff, with like playing a game and talking about a game in a game, I decided last time, why not like make this a series, like in my last video episode, when I described Lord of the Rings. So I'm gonna just do the next two books because I described The Hobbit and The Fellowship of the Ring last time. Why not just talk about the other ones, the other two, the Two Towers and the Return of the King this time. And so after last time, I ended it with Sam and Frodo, two hobbits, which are short little and humanoids, that have big hairy feet, running off from the rest of their group because they knew they were endangering it. We go back to the dude who saved the other two hobbits that were in the group, and he died. He was killed by the orcs trying to get them. So here it splits up and the story turns into two stories. And I'm going to tell them in order. And the first story starts with the rest of the group, not the ones who ran off. So to start off, they need to go look for the hobbits that were captured because they're part of the group and they might leak information about where the ring is going, and so that would not be good. So they go to rescue them. They go on this long chase following them, and you see the orcs eventually go next to a forest when they're really close to getting back, and some men who like horses, it's a whole civilization called the Rohirrim, go and attack the orcs because they're on their land. And so while they're attacking, the two hobbits that were captured crawl away, and they are... Have you heard... They are found by named Treebeard, and an Ent is a human tree, a living, breathing humanoid tree. So they are rescued after some orcs follow them, and eventually they go back to the Ent place where they live, and they convince the Ents to attack the bad wizard named Saruman, and so the Ents go and they break down the bad wizard's walls, and they go and attack him and kill the orcs. I don't know if it's all. And they trap Saruman in his cave, or in his tower. It's a big and impossible to breach tower, and after they trap him, the company, the dwarf, the human, and go and find them after saving... Oh yeah, and you know the wizard who died, named Gandalf? Yeah, he's not dead anymore. So he goes with them, and they rescue the king of the Rohirrim's mind because he has been tricked with Saruman's magic. And so they rescue him and they make an alliance and they go to the Saruman's tower and they go find Merry and Pippin, the two hobbits there. And when they, what's it called? Oh yes, when they get there and they all group together with the Rohirrim and head off to war to help Gondor, another human settlement, and it's pretty much an unbreachable fortress, and it's next to a mountain, and the Gondorians are about to be under siege. So that's where the rest of the company's story ends, and that's where the Frodo and Sam's story begins. So they start out by finding the creature. I forgot to tell this in the last episode, or in the last video episode. Bilbo stole the ring from a creature to Gollum, and Gollum, not Gollum. And he's not very nice, and so it's justified. The ring turned him evil. And so, after he stole it, Gollum went and searched forever to find the ring, until this book, because it's like 60 years later. And they run into Gollum, and Gollum wants the ring, but he decides that he could, quote unquote, help them destroy the ring, but actually he's gonna just lead them to a cave with a big spider, and he's gonna let her eat them. And she doesn't like pretty things, she's just this big spider, and so he could get the ring off of their corpses. So, after Gollum, after Gollum leads them there, they get away. But since Frodo was stung by the big spider lady, or big spider, not lady, he was hurt severely. And so Sam tries to rescue him, but before he can, some orcs of Mordor, which is where they're going to destroy the ring because they can't destroy it anymore, find him, and they also go with some orcs of Barad-dûr, where it's just magic, and it's got magic ghost people that Sauron, it's 9 magic ghost kings, okay, that Sauron corrupted with rings of their own, and that's how they lived forever, and they're ghosts. And so, after the Mordor orcs are smaller and less strong than the Barad-dûr orcs, but they both hate each other because the Mordor orcs think they're better. So they just hate each other, and eventually, once they're brought back to camp, the Barad-dûr orcs kill the Mordor orcs after getting in a big fight, or the other way around, I forget. And Sam, being all faithful and special he goes and takes he uses Frodo's special gift from Galadriel, which they visited in the last book, and it's just this magic light vial, and he scares some orcs acting like an elf, and then after he does that, I think that's where it ends off. And so we go to the next book called The Two Towers. Wait, no, called The Return of the King. And I only have 3 minutes left, so I'm gonna have to go really fast on that. So after the Two Towers is The Return of the King, and The Return of the King is about one of the humans that joined their company. It was the heir of the king once of Gondor, and the king was killed by some orcs in a raiding party. That's unimportant. Anyway, and he is the heir to the throne. But the first king killed Sauron, or destroyed one of his forms. So that's why he's never seen in the I feel so dumb right now. That's why he's never seen in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And so after he kills him, he takes the ring and keeps it for himself. Yada yada. It corrupted him. Why the orcs came, they killed it, and it pretty much betrayed him. And so that's why it's called Isildur's Bane, usually. Not the ring, because it's less known by that. And so it was lost, it was found by Gollum, and then that's where the story picks up. Anyway, so Aragorn is the heir to Isildur. He's like the Isildur is the only heir to the throne. He lives very long as well. It's just a side note. Anyway, I'm gonna have to finish this because right now I've only done backstory. So I guess I'll just finish the backstory then. Sauron is not the biggest bad guy in all of the Middle Earth. That's where they all live. He's actually the butter spreader or something of a bigger bad guy called Morgoth, and he's just big bad, likes chaos. Sauron wants to conquer the world to make it good, and that's really all I have to say, because the time is going off right now. And so I guess I'll just end this game, and that's 3 wins in a row. Anyway, you all have a good time, and hold on. I'll see you next time.